going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort, and China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, I come back with that video just to make you think. And this video is definitely going to make you think, because the robots, algorithms, and drones are definitely coming for your job. If you don't believe me, make sure you watch this video. This was all planned out a long time ago. They got all these people out of work. They don't want to work these low-paying jobs, but guess what? They have a fix. Even the higher-paying jobs, as Andrew Yang explained, robots, algorithms, and drones are going to run through this economy. But we have Walmart is about to unleash the robots and drones. And it's going to come so fast that people are not going to know what's going to hit them. That's the reason why this infrastructure bill was so important. Because they already have plenty of money to move this thing fast forward. They have these robots, algorithms, and drones behind the curtain, and they're going to bring them on out. Guys, we know they've been testing this for over 10 years. I've done several videos on it. Get your friends and family educated, especially those who are saying, hey, I want to get my CDL license. Hey, I want to open up a trucking business. If you open up a trucking business, make sure it's autonomous. And just imagine all the Uber, Lyft drivers, all that is going to be replaced with robots and autonomy, guys. It's here. It's not coming. It is here. Remember, your life is an illusion and TV is reality. That's the reason why they need you inside of that virtual world. So therefore, you can't fight. Your brain is going to be in the cloud. No more crime, guys. They're going to already know what you're thinking. I forgot what movie it was on, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And then, guys, we have Coinbase and Bitcoin. And we know Coinbase has planned out this digital economy a long time ago, along with Andreessen, my guy. And if you haven't watched my early videos on Andreessen, the investigation I did, make sure you go check it out because you're going to be floored. Go check out his father-in-law, guys. It all maps out. It all makes sense when you put the puzzle together. But is Bitcoin losing its dominance? No, it is not. We have over 13,000 cryptos, and we know eventually they're going to be on their way. But we also know about Bitcoin Lightning, Blockstream, all these satellites, guys. We know they're going to turn on Skynet. 5G is that last piece of the puzzle. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows. When it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. You have a wonderful day.
Uber, Bitcoin, self-driving cars. Combine those three together, and you have the self-owning taxi. A car that is a corporation that owns itself, pays for the car lease, the car insurance, and the gasoline from the revenues it makes, giving passengers a ride, and there's not a single human involved in that matter.
Walmart is further pulling back that curtain on its driverless delivery ambitions, giving CNBC an exclusive look at the vehicle that will help you get your groceries. No driver included. Frank Collin joining us now with more on Walmart's new test vehicle. Frank.
Hey, good morning to you, Brian. You know, Walmart had $208 billion in grocery sales last year and is now looking to gain market share by using fully autonomous, driverless trucks to move online grocery orders. Walmart partnered with Gatik, a startup focused on middle mile for B2B trucking. Take a look. These are gas-powered trucks. They operate 12 hours every day. They get loaded at warehouses that are called dark stores. Then they travel to Walmart's neighborhood market locations. They get unloaded, and then they go back for a 7-mile round trip. Aiming to improve efficiency, Walmart's moving to a hub-and-spoke model, operating smaller warehouses that are closer to customers, which requires more restocking. The founder of Gatik expects autonomous tech to become more in demand as more retailers follow this trend.
The whole idea is the number of trips, the number of routes increases exponentially. So at scale, if you want to make this shift profitable, you have to use an autonomy solution like ours.
So what you have to keep in mind is that grocery is traditionally a very thin margin business, about 2 to 4%. So other retailers are also testing out this tech. Kroger testing autonomous last mile delivery with Noro in the Houston area. Kroger also using automation in warehouses to offer online groceries where it does not have a brick and mortar location currently. The other supermarket chain, Albertsons, is using remote control delivery with a startup called Tortoise. Here, remote drivers actually use an Xbox controller to operate these vehicles. Tortoise says grocers can save just about approximately 60% on delivery costs using their tech. Wedbush estimates $750 billion in spending on commercial AVs over the next 5 years. If you're looking to invest in the trend, there's a couple stocks you can look at, including Aurora Innovation and TuSimple. Those are two of them. Plus, Embark and a company called Plus will reportedly complete SPAC mergers later this year. We included those tickers there as well. Brian, back over to you.
Frank, they're going to run out of names eventually. All right, here's the question, though. So all this robotic stuff, it's very cool. Right. Is it seen more as like a way to help the labor shortage, or let's be honest, to cut costs because robots don't take sick days?
I mean, that's a great point, Brian. So let's start off with Walmart. For Walmart, I talked to them extensively. I asked them, is this a cost-cutting measure? Because remember, grocery is a thin-margin business. They said, no, this tech is more about increasing capacity and also allowing their associates to spend more time talking to customers, helping customers in the store. Because that's another aspect where Walmart's trying to ramp up their service. They want associates to have higher-level functions where they're talking to their customers that actually come in the store more often. For other chains, yes, it's a cost-cutting measure. I spoke to the people from Tortoise. The idea there for their solution is to cut costs on a 2-mile grocery delivery. They say the overwhelming majority of grocery deliveries are just within 2 miles. And for many grocers, it makes more sense to use robotics as opposed to hire a person to move those groceries.
Coinbase numbers.
Yeah, definitely a lot to unpack here in the shareholder letter. You know, Coinbase as a business really developed as a retail-focused business. You know, they have now, 70 million users. They have around 7 million monthly active users. And as we know, retail really loves to trade crypto right now when it's moving a lot, especially when it's moving up a lot. So, for example, we've seen crypto volumes really pick up on exchanges across the U.S. In the last several weeks as cryptos have reached all-time high. But earlier on in the mid of the quarter, we were seeing, in general, lower trading volumes, lower volatility, and that seems to have a huge effect on the amount that retail wants to actually transact. And so we're seeing a lot of mentions in the Coinbase letter about how much their business is really correlated with the volatility of the crypto market.
So Coinbase is talking in the shareholder letter about how the company is a long-term investment, doesn't want investors to pay attention quarter to quarter. But one of the things that analysts really cottoned onto in the quarter was how use of the app spiked after listing of Shiba Inu coin, of course. They want to move into NFTs, non-fungible tokens as well. What is the future for the platform overall?
Yeah, one thing that really stuck out to me in the letter was the fact that Bitcoin trading on the exchange, and in general, Bitcoin dominance in the crypto market cap as a whole, keeps going down. And the amount of users that are using more advanced features of exchanges on ours, on Coinbase, are going up. So you see people trading alternative coins, Ethereum, Solana, these different coins. Certainly on our exchange, Ethereum and Solana have been steadily growing in volume, and people are using things like their earn product, their staking product, and now they're getting into NFTs. And so they are, just like FTX, getting into the NFT space. They're looking to make longer-term investments in the Web3 ecosystem and provide more of a diverse experience than just simple buying and selling of Bitcoin.
The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York. From COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.